This is activity 1-2, modifying a running total field. The report that we had just worked with is still open, my RT Saddle Sales, and we have done the first total fields over here. Now, to start this next exercise, we're going to create a group, or we're going to insert a group. So we're in Design, and we're going to come right to this little button here, Insert a Group, and what are we grouping on? Well, we're going to use the drop down, and we're going to group by order date, and in ascending order, and we want for every quarter. And we're going to say OK. So there's the group. Now let's just preview that. Now when we preview, there it is. And of course we can format the date however we like it. And we've seen that from the previous exercise. So we're going to go back and we're going to edit over here our running total. I'm just going to double click that. And we're going to evaluate. And what are we going to evaluate? Well, we could do change of field or on change of group. Notice, or we could actually use a formula. And I'm going to use a formula. And I'm going to go into my conditional formatting option here. And we're looking specifically for a function in here. And the function that we're looking for is date and time. So let's expand the structure and expand date and time. And let's make this a little larger. Now we want to expand down under date and time. And let's scroll down. We're looking for day of the week here. There's the day of the week. And then there are some options. So it's going to be day of the week, date. And then it's looking here for an insertion. Now what we're going to insert is our order date. So in the report fields, there's our order date. Now we always have to verify that, right? But we're not completely done. We're going to say equals 7. So if you're following along in your textbooks, just verify that this is what you are supposed to see. So let's validate that. And that looks good. Now we're going to save and close. So there's the little icon. It's changed colors. We know it's evaluated based on that. And we're going to say OK. So now notice it has changed the running total. So what it has done, has only added up where, and if you'll notice here, Saturday. Sales on Saturday. So let's just visually check this. There's the first Saturday sales, so that's number 1. And then we scroll down, we find the next Saturday sale right here. That's 2, so it adds up 3. So our Saddle RT is now sales on Saturdays. Does that make sense? Now we can always suppress the running totals, as we know. We can format a field. So in here, right click, and we can do all of these options. We're going to choose Format the Field. And we have our common and our border and our font and all of these choices. But we do want to suppress. And we have choices to suppress. And then what are we suppressing on? Again, we want day of the week and date. Want to bring that in. And then from the orders table, we want the orders date. And we want less than or greater than 7. So anything outside of 7. So now that we've got that in there, let's go ahead and just check the syntax of this. That's always good. And we're going to save and close. So it will suppress each individual row based upon that formula, which means that anything that is not 7, which is greater than or equal to, or pardon me, greater than or less than, should be suppressed. So let's say OK. Click away, and we can see that it is working. It works very well. And that's the end of activity 1-2.